What's up, you guys? It's Jose Zuniga from Teaching Men's Fashion, and for today's video, I want to show you 5 tricks that I use so you can score high-end designer brands for less. All right, so the first trick or resource that I'm going to give you is a website called Storewide Sales. So the reason why this is good is because it's basically a one-stop shop for all the sales that are going on with designer and high-end brands. Brands like Giorgio Armani, Balmain, Valentino, Alexander McQueen, Saint Laurent, Ferragamo, all those big brands that you would pay tons of money for. What this website does is it basically compiles all the sales that are going on around the world from these major designer houses into one website. So yeah, you're still going to be paying quite a lot for certain pieces, but you're going to be paying significantly less than what they would be worth retail in a regular store when they're not on sale. Another good benefit from that is that since the sales are around the world, some of the stuff in Europe for the exact same product that you would find here in the US from a designer brand is sometimes priced cheaper. And that's because it's produced over there. So there is no shipping cost involved and any import costs and all of that, so you would save money from buying from sales that are international. The next one is something called Shop Tagger, and I've talked about Shop Tagger before. The really cool thing with Shop Tagger is that you kind of control your list. So I've showed you how it works before, and basically all you have to do is you go online, say you find a certain product that you like. If it's a little bit pricier and it's from a designer brand, all you have to do is tag that product, and that product is added to your shopping list. The cool thing with Shop Tagger is that it will notify you when that product is reduced or it goes on sale, allowing you to save some money. I've told you this before. If you just wait a little bit until the season is over, whether it be fall, winter, or summer, those brands put all that clothing on sale at the end of the season. So Shop Tagger is a good way to remind yourself that you like that product and when it goes on sale. That way you can save yourself a lot of money. Some of these brands knock down like 30, 40, up to 50% off their prices at the end of the season. So that's the best time to buy luxury brands. Tip number 3 is eBay. So if you have no problem with wearing used clothes or clothing that is secondhand, then eBay is going to be your best friend. Especially, this is where you're going to be getting the best deals out of all my 5 tips. This is because the clothing is already used, so it's heavily depreciated. You can go online and you'll find suits from Giorgio Armani, Ferragamo. So you can find a lot of designer and high-end clothing and shoes on eBay for a lot less. So I recommend to always look at the seller's feedback. This is very important. It will tell you basically the honesty level of that seller and his previous track record. Make sure he's not selling anything counterfeit or replica. And you can stick to used items, and if you're consistent and you always search daily, you can find yourself some really amazing pickups. Tip number 4 is for those guys that maybe don't want to buy used clothing, and that's perfectly fine. What I recommend for you guys is to shop store-wide sales. So big high-end department stores like Nordstrom's and Bloomingdale's that carry high-end brands that are very pricey usually have friends and family sales every year. I think they do it once or twice every year. And during these sales, the entire store, almost everything in the store is significantly reduced, all the brands. So these are the best times for you to go in and shop and stock up with any designer or high-end brands you want, because you're gonna be getting them significantly cheaper than you would when they're not on sale. And tip number 5, I think is my favorite way to shop high-end or pricier clothing, and that's to shop in outlet malls. So most of these high-end department stores like Nordstrom's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Barney's, Neiman Marcus, they all have like an outlet chain to them. So Saks has Off the Fifth, Nordstrom has Nordstrom Off the Rack, Barney's has Barney's Warehouse, Neiman Marcus has Neiman Marcus Last Call. And in these outlet stores, they are selling the exact same brands that they sell in their regular stores, but significantly cheaper. I'm talking, sometimes you'll find things 60, 70, 80% off. And don't get me started on Black Friday and sales after Christmas. So what I suggest for you guys to do, if you have none of those outlet malls close to you, you can always go online to either of those 4 stores and sign up to their newsletter. They're always sending rebates. They're always sending emails telling you of their latest sales and newest additions. So that's the best way to do it if you don't have any of those stores in a drivable distance. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. It really helps us out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to our second channel, and to turn on notification post so you can get these videos instantly every day we drop them. So that's it for me in today's video. See you next time.